Night Frenzy on News 18. High school football from where you live.
Welcome to the Friday Night Frenzy. He's Ross, I'm Rob, and we begin tonight's show with a Class 5A matchup at Westfield between the Shamrocks and the Harrison Raiders.
My Harrison Raiders,
That's right.
to be exact. The Raiders and Rocks met earlier this season during week 1 of the regular season. Westfield won that meeting 35-14 and has won the last 5 meetings overall. The Raiders looking to change that tonight, deciding to go on defense first. Westfield marching down the field right away. Andrew Sweet rolling left and finding IU commit Jacob Robinson for the first down. Ball comes loose, but Robinson holds on. A few plays later, Sweet switching the play. He calls his own number, and the Shamrocks take the early 7-0 lead. Harrison in a 14-0 hole later on. Jaden Sturgeon in at QB, and he'd like to have this play back. The pitch is deflected, and the Rocks are heading the other way. It's a scoop and score for Matt Krupe, Harrison's worst nightmare, 21-0 at that point, and we're still in the first quarter. Things go from bad to worse moments later. Cameron Green coughs up the football. Westfield recovers, and they would add on. Ryan Pepio hands the ball off to Elvin Caldwell, and the senior does the rest. Jeep Morehouse can't make the play. Westfield wins the sectional championship. 45-24 was the final. Congratulations to the Harrison Raiders on a great season.
Central Catholic at home hosting Lewis Cass. Sorry to whoever Ruben parked in the alumni or the boosters parking spot. No score late in the first quarter. The Knights marching in King territory. Jackson Anthrop gets the call. Junior takes it all the way to the house. 28-yard run. Just the start of another busy night for Jackson. First play for Lewis Cass after the ensuing kickoff goes sour. They fumble the bacon. Joe Corcoran falls on it for the Knights. Moments later, Avery Dinhart looks to be running, but the clever Knights fool Ruben. Anthrop gets the shovel pass and takes it in for 6. CC up 21-0 in the second. We've seen a lot of offense from Anthrop. How about a little defense? Jackson with the interception. He gets dragged down, but things were looking up for CC. The Knights hand it off to Brandon Yagi. He hops into the end zone. The Knights take a commanding 28-0 lead at the break. Midway through the third, CC goes to its main weapon. Action Jackson once again. He's breaking tackles, bursting through for another TD. The Knights blank Lewis Cass 42-0.
Does Jackson Anthrop have his own parking spot? Number
He
1
should,
ranked
right?
Rensselaer took to Where's Waldo offense to Valpo to face against 9-1 Wheeler. Second quarter, Bearcats looking to punt, but Dalton Murphy gets a hand on it. He's excited, Rob, and I think he's hungry. Look at that. Very next play, Rylan Arhood takes the handoff and fights his way in for the score. Bombers up 23-0 at that point. Later in the quarter, Bombers in the red zone. Dylan Wright dumps it off to Arhood. He finds the end zone once again to make it 30-love. Everything was clicking tonight for the Bombers. Check out this series for senior Ab Kiger, the big hit to break up the completion right there. And a couple plays later, he's there to intercept the deep ball. However, it was called back. Sorry about your luck there, Ab. It doesn't matter because final seconds of the half. Here's there once again, grab the INT. The Bombers win their 12th straight game.
That looks like the exact same play.
Yeah, my dad's happy tonight. 51-7 was the final.
3 games down and 4 to go. Coming up after the break, we'll make stops at Pioneer, Winnemac, North Vermilion, Western Boone,
and Mackey Arena, where the Purdue men's basketball team was in action against
Carson Cunningham and the Carroll Fighting Saints. And Rayfeld Davis. The Frenzy will be right back.
Welcome back to the Frenzy. We start the second half of our show with the matchup at Pioneer.
Mike Johnson and company at home this week after a 49-point win last week against North White. Pioneer won last year's meeting 41-6 on the Cougars' home field. This year's matchup is in Royal Center, already up 21 at this point in the second quarter. Pioneer's QB Sam Kaiser dumps it off to Keith Nyes, and he's got a convoy to the end zone. Panthers take a 4-score lead. Things looking good. Next possession for Carroll. Jared Miller scrambles and finds Brandon Dillon. Breaks some tackles and gets tripped up in the red zone. Carroll will turn the ball over, though, on a fumble. Panthers looking to kill some clock, and senior Panther running back Justin Mersch takes the handoff, flows past the line, jukes out the secondary, picks up monster yardage, and moves the Panthers well into Cougar territory. A few plays later on that same drive, Mersch Gets the call again. This time he's in for the score and gets thrown down well after the play.
Extracurricular
That's
there.
right, extracurricular. Ensues, but no fines were handed down. How about that? They don't do that in high school, right?
No.
After an interception, Carr all has it. Carroll. Way to go, Chief. Their own 1 yard line, they get stuffed. Safety for Pioneer. Panthers win this cat fight easily, take the section title 44-0.
I blame the teleprompter. The number 1 ranked Winamac Warriors would face Pioneer with a win tonight, and that's what they got. The Lancers strike first, though, with a decent drive like this one by Ben Norton, but a field goal early in the first quarter was all the Warriors allotted them. The Warriors take over. A big play by senior QB Parker Fox. Falls back with no one open. He takes it into his own hands, hurdling a defender and gets pushed out at the 30. Next play with a good spin off camera. Matt Shorter gets a quick toss over the defense. They even psych out Delphi's finest Ryan Delaney there. Or Paul Zink, actually. No, Ryan Delaney was there. Shorter holds it on for the touchdown. Yeah, the Warriors have the ball right back in the red zone and a glimmer of hope for the Lancers, but they can't keep their hands on it. Back in the red zone for the Warriors. Reisner breaks 2 tackles, runs outside and in for another Warrior touchdown. The Lancers showing no competition for the Warriors tonight. Winamac advances to play Pioneer next, winning 33-3.
Too many of those Delphi photogs to keep track of.
Yeah.
Second-ranked team in Class A, North Vermilion taking on Fountain Central. Short 10-yard run. Colin Strange rolls over his defender for the Mustang TD. Mustang's going to go for it. They get a nice little 2-point conversion there. So things looking good. End of the first quarter. Kobe Pierce launches one into the darkness. Ethan Woodrow keeps it in to tie it up in the second quarter. Kobe Pierce now gets pulled in on a QB sneak. Not sure if that's allowed, but they let it roll. Mustangs get the score, but North Vermilion takes the rematch from the regular season, 48-20.
Stars out tonight at Western Boone. Tri-West making the 15-mile drive over. First quarter, Tri-West QB Jake Hendershot passes to Peyton Hendershot and gets upfield for the nice gain. A few plays later, Bruins Wesley Cook gets the handoff, and he takes it in for the score. Weibo ball then. QB Nathaniel Bai throws a bullet. It gets tipped, and Tri-West Cody Bennett snags the interception. But the Stars get their revenge a little later on. The punt's blocked. Stars recover. A few plays later, Weibo goes for it on 4th down, and Bai throws a strike to Zach McMahon. He's down at the 2-yard line, and a couple plays later, Zach Martin goes up the middle for the touchdown. Tri-West goes on to win at 54-28.
We head indoor.
Welcome back to the Frenzy, making his first appearance on our show this season, Pioneer head coach Mike Johnson.
Coach, congratulations on the win tonight, the sectional championship. Another one for your guys. How's it feel, obviously? Doesn't get old, right?
No, never gets old. You know, those are always hard fought, and it's real tough to win a sectional. You have to play for 3 weeks. You got to win 3 ball games in a row, and it's only the 7th one in our school history. So we prize each one of them.
You scored early and often, with offense really clicking tonight for you.
Well, Carroll has a pretty good defense. They're very big and very physical, and we're lucky to put up 44 points. But, it was a 6-0 ball game after the end of the first quarter, and luckily we got on track in the second quarter and extended that lead to 28-0. But Carroll certainly made it tough on us. But, we got some nice production out of our fullback, Mersch, and, I thought Sam Kaiser made some big plays for us and, got some balls out to our wing backs, and we actually even completed a screen pass for a touchdown right before the half, so that was nice to see.
Well, you said it was tough, but you made it look easy, at least in the latter half of that game. But we know Carroll's a pretty solid team, so is it nice to play a team like Carroll before you go and play Winamac next week?
Well, we certainly, expected a tough ball game. I don't know if we wanted a tough ball game or not, but, we know the next one's going to be exactly, it's going to be tough or if not tougher. So, but it's always nice in the playoffs to get a win against a quality opponent in Carroll.
Switching gears now to next week, you face Winamac the second time this season for that matchup. You met down at Lucas Oil Stadium. Did you not show anything in that first meeting as you get ready for game 2?
Well, I wouldn't say that. Maybe we didn't get to show everything, but and I'm sure they didn't get to show everything either. But that was a great place, a great venue to play, and it was a tough, hard-fought ball game, and it was 7-6 at halftime. We were down and gave up a safety, and fullback gets hurt. Winamac's a good football team, great defense. Coach Ross, a Hall of Famer, and it's always tough to play him.
You won 11 in a row against them. They've won the last 3. That ball game's up there. You said it's going to be packed at Winamac. What's it going to be like for the people that don't know between these two schools?
Well, it was a pretty intense ball game the first time around. So I think everybody's kind of looked forward to this. Thought that this might be a possible matchup. So I'm sure both teams are looking forward to the rematch. It ought to be a great atmosphere at Winamac on next Friday night.
Mike Johnson, thank you very much for being here. Have a safe trip
Congratulations
home
again.
and enjoy that
Thanks for having me,
sectional
guys.
championship tonight.
Should be a good one next week at Winamac. That just about wraps up tonight's show. For more Frenzy-related features, including bonus highlights from tonight's games, just visit our website, WLFI.com.
We'll have all of your Purdue football coverage tomorrow night on News 18 at 7 and 11 o'clock. Thanks for watching, and have a great weekend.